Okay, listen, I know this whole co parenting thing is a freaking nightmare sometimes. You're dealing with a difficult ex, and it's like, you didn't sign up for this level of drama, right? And it's not just hard, it feels like a never ending bad movie where you're just waiting for the credits to roll, but nope, you're stuck on loop. I get it, it's exhausting. You're trying to think about what's best for the kids, but at the same time, you're dealing with someone who, let's be real, isn't making it easy. And it might feel like no matter what you do, it's wrong. But here's the thing, you're not crazy and you're not alone. So let's just break this down and talk about real stuff that you can actually use. Okay, first off, I can't stress this enough. Prioritize the kids. And I know you're already like, duh, of course the kids come first. But I mean, in every decision, every conversation, just keep asking yourself, is this helping the kids? Because when you're dealing with a difficult ex, sometimes your anger can cloud things. Trust me, I had a friend who would get so caught up in what was fair to her that she lost sight of what was really important. And I get it. You want to be treated right too. But here's where you got to pick your battles. And the thing is, okay, wait, let me back up. Consistency really matters here. Like having a routine. Kids thrive on that stuff. So even if your ex is being erratic, you try to keep things stable on your end. Think about it as giving your kids an anchor. They're dealing with enough change already, so the more predictable things are, the better. But let's keep it real. Sometimes your ex is just throwing grenades in your plans. But you know what? You've got your own superpower here, and that's your ability to create a safe haven for the kids. Now, communication. Ugh, I know, it's a loaded word. Like, how do you communicate with someone who's just being impossible? Here's what I suggest. Keep it businesslike. And by that, I mean stick to the facts, keep the emotion out of it, which I know is easier said than done when you're dealing with a jerk. And when things start to get heated, just remind yourself, this is about the kids, not about winning a fight. There's this thing I've seen work. We call it the gray rock technique. Basically, you become as uninteresting as a gray rock. Give minimal responses, don't engage in any drama. It's all about not giving them the reaction they want. It's like, oh, you want to pick a fight? Nah, I'm good. Let's just talk about the kids' schedule, thanks. It's not easy, but it can save you a lot of headache. And girl, documentation is your friend. Seriously, keep everything in writing. If they say something on the phone, follow up with an email. If plans change, email. I had a friend who said this saved her sanity more times than she could count. It takes some discipline, but it's worth it. You just want that paper trail in case things get messy later on. Now, about boundaries. You're gonna need these like a comfy pair of sweats on a Friday night. Make it clear what you will and won't tolerate. If they keep crossing lines, you might need to get some legal help to enforce those boundaries. But girl, you have a right to protect your peace. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Can you imagine living on edge all the time? Like, who does that? You deserve better. Okay, so I know you're probably feeling like every day is a new battle. But here's a little trick I've seen work. Start focusing on what you can control and just let go of the rest. It's kind of like if your ex is being a pain about drop-off times, but you know you've done everything right, just stick to your guns and let them be the one to look unreasonable. You've got no control over their actions, only yours. And that's powerful. And hey, self-care, I feel like people throw this word around, but seriously, don't neglect yourself. You're no good to anyone if you're running on fumes. If you need help, ask for it. If they've got the kids for the weekend, do something that recharges you. Even if it's just watching a guilty pleasure show or taking a nap, you've earned it. I also want to talk about the support system. It's so crucial. Friends, family, a therapist if you can swing it. Just someone you can vent to without judgment. I've seen people go through this alone and it just looks so hard. You don't have to do it alone. And if you need legal backup, someone who can give you the real talk and not just lawyer speak, find that person. Like if things get nasty, you need someone who's got your back. And listen, you're gonna have days where you just wanna throw in the towel, but you've got this, seriously. You're stronger than you think. You and your kids, you're gonna come out the other side of this craziness and you're gonna be okay. You're just finding your new normal, and that's tough, but it's also freeing. Keep your chin up, and don't forget, if you need someone amazing, call Petrelli Previtera. Seriously, they're the real deal. Just go to petrellilaw.com or give them a call. They know their stuff, and they'll make sure you're not going through this alone. You got this, okay?